another video. This one was super requested, so I'm super happy to finally be filming it, which is my must-have brushes. So get ready to ask your mom for her credit card, get ready to spend some money, because trust me, these brushes, you need them in your makeup collection. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Once I hit 400k, I'm having a huge giveaway, and you guys know my giveaways do not play. So I'm going all out for this giveaway. It's gonna have highlighters, brushes, palette. It's even gonna have a curling wand from Bellamy, you guys. Yes, it's gonna be that super nice rainbow one. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into detail. Anyways, you guys, my hair, can we just take a second to appreciate it? I literally feel like Princess Bubblegum right now. I feel like a rainbow threw up on me, and I felt like the background was necessary to complement my hair. So this is my real hair. This is the length, and then these are the extensions. As you guys can tell, my actual hair is like more darker than the extensions. That's because once I wash it, it's gonna fade into this pink, but I'm really loving this like purpley-ish, pinkish color. Lynn did my hair, if you guys didn't know that. He has done my hair for the third time now. First it was silver, and then we did like a super light pink, and now I wanted to do this like mauve pink, which I am obsessed with. He also did Nika Tutorial's hair, which is freaking awesome. You guys should definitely go check out his work. He is amazing with pastel colors and silver and all that good stuff. So I will have his @ right here, and also his social media will be linked down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Here are my brushes. I keep them in these really cute little tins. I've been having these for like 2 years now. I got these at Target, only like $1. So if you guys have been looking somewhere where to store your brushes, these are a really good alternative. I separate my brushes, so these are my face brushes and these are my eye brushes. First things first are my favorite foundation brushes for stick foundation. So this is the Sigma F89, and this is the Morphe M439. I will have all the prices down here so you guys can see if you guys want to purchase them or not. Honestly, I like this one more just because of the way it's set up. This one is better for like getting under the eyes, like on the little small parts of your face that you can't get with this one, because this one's really round. So if I'm trying to like buff out the foundation right here, I'm obviously gonna get like my hairline and all that stuff. But I honestly love this one, but if you want a cheaper one, then I definitely recommend this one. Moving on to concealer brushes. So I love using this one to buff out the concealer on my eyelids. I feel like it's just perfect. Or like in these little inner corners where you can't really like buff out the foundation and the concealer, or like if I see the concealer creasing right before I put on my baking powder, then I use this just to quickly run through it. I like this one to buff out the concealer like everywhere, like all around my face. This one I just like using like patting motions instead of like swiping it, because this one can be streaky at times, but if you do patting motions, I feel like it leaves the concealer looking flawless. On to bronzer brushes. I get asked this question so many times as to what this brush is, and you guys, this brush is so beat up. This is the Morphe M527, and it's so big, so literally it's just like perfect. It gets like in your cheekbones, it gets everything done. This is a must-have bronzer brush. Like it just blends out any bronzer perfectly. It doesn't leave it looking blotchy or muddy, any of that. Next, this is the Morphe M523, and when I feel like my bronzer isn't as like contoured as I want to, I go in with this one, and this one is more precise. If you want those like super cut cheekbones, I definitely recommend this one. I feel like this one is a dupe for this one. As you guys can tell, they're super similar, especially on the sides. This one can be a little bit too harsh, so I like to go in with this one most of the times. Although this one is super great, I do tend to like gravitate towards this one most of the time, just because like I said, it's more sturdier and it's softer, so it doesn't leave your contour as harsh. They're both great brushes, but this is by Certified. They don't have like names or numbers or anything, but they do sell them as a bundle, and of course the packaging, it's rainbow, it's glittery. I love it. So for blush, I only have one blush brush. This is the Real Techniques multitask brush. So literally you can use this to buff away like your baking powder. You can use this for blush. You honestly can use this for anything, but I love to use this for blush, especially because I like to pounce it on my cheeks. And you know, like sometimes when you get some blush, most of the time like you get too much product. I feel like with this one, it just picks up like the perfect amount. Even if I go harsh, like it never picks up like too much product. And I love the way it just applies to my blood. If you've been looking for a good blush brush, then I recommend this one. Moving on to powder brushes. Okay, so I just recently discovered this one, and I am in love with it. This one is the Anastasia A22 brush. And after I finish like baking under my eye or like under my cheeks, I literally go like this and I dust away all the extra powder. And it's just so, it's not too firm, but it's so soft, because I know like with other brushes, like these for example, if I use it to like brush away the powder, it doesn't brush all of it off and I still have like some residue. I hate when I take a picture and you can still see like a little bit of leftover powder on there. So this one is just really good for that, especially under the eyes, in between the temples. Like, I don't know, it's just perfect. I love it. And these two are literally exactly the same. This one is Royal and Lang Nickel, and then this one is the Real Techniques one. I love this one though. Whenever I set my face with the lightest shade from the Cocoa Contour Kit, I like to use it on my chin. Chin. I like to use this one on my chin, on my temple, and under my eyes. It's really flat, which I feel like it's perfect for under the eyes and all that stuff. But yeah, these two are dupes, so up to you as to which one you want to get. These are my favorite powder brushes. On to the next one. If you want your highlight to pop out and look super bomb, then you need the right brushes. So starting off, this was the first ever highlighter brush I used and I was honestly hooked. This is the Morphe M501, and this one is the Morphe R36, and then this one is the B Bella NG321. These are all honestly similar, but I just like the B Bella one the most because of the way the bristles are. Like, it's more tighter, so you get a more precise highlight instead of like these where like, you know, they're a little bit more like loose. I honestly like to go in with this one first and then the B Bella one to get like the more precise. So I like to use this with like powder highlighters, and then I like to use this one with loose highlighters. So like I would use this one with my sleek makeup, and then I would go in with the B Bella one and use my Cocoa Bling. And of course, I cannot forget my fan brush. This is my favorite fan brush, which is also from Certify, and it's just perfect for the cheekbones, you know, your nose, temples, everything. Everybody needs a fan brush in their life. I know Morphe's fan brush is super good, but I like this one because it's tinier and it's not as big, because whenever I would use the Morphe one and I would put it here, like I would get highlighter all the way up here and all the way down here. This one's just perfect because it's little and it's like perfect for the cheekbones. Oh wait, by the way, before you guys ask me what highlighter I'm wearing, can we just, it literally looks like wet glass on my cheeks. I discovered this brand at IMATS, and it's literally a loose highlighter. It's like Cocoa Bling, but you guys, it's 10 times better. Like, I don't know what about it. You can use it as a highlighter, as an eyeshadow, and even as a body shimmer. You can mix it with your favorite lotion and your skin will be glowing to the gods. It's super cheap. It's literally half the price of Cocoa Bling. After I talked about the highlight, it sold out in 12 minutes, which is crazy. And afterwards, the company was like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, we would love to give you a discount code for your followers. And I was like, yay! Like, that made me even more happier because that's money off for you guys, so you guys get it for cheaper. So in total, I think you just get it for like $19 instead of like $25 or something like that, because with taxes it was like 20 something, and then with my discount code it's only $19 with shipping included, which I think is awesome because it's not even $20, and Cocoa Bling is like what, $30–40. So yeah, it's an awesome highlighter. If you guys want to buy it, I will have it in the description down below. So these brushes right here are great for blending out colors in your crease. So if you want a brush that like blends out all the colors all at once, so like this one is my favorite out of all of them. This is the Morphe M441. I do not know any of my friends that don't own this brush. This is like one of their most popular brushes. Not to mention that it's super cheap. If you guys want to start off doing makeup and you need one blending brush, I definitely just recommend this one. And this one is just perfect for the lid if you want to blend out any color. Literally, this is just a great blending brush that you need. Everybody needs this in their brush collection. Moving on, this is the Morphe E23, and I love this one too because it's super soft and it's better quality than the Morphe M441 because this is one of their newer collections. This one's like their original collection. Like I said, it's great for blending colors in the crease. This is also one of my favorite blending brushes. This is the Anastasia A25. Reminds me of this one, but this one is a bit more precise. So if you want to like layer colors and not kind of like get it all over your lid, then I recommend using this one. And then for my top two Luxie blending brushes is the Luxie 205 and the Luxie 235. So these two are great also for blending colors in the crease. None of these brushes will let you down. They're all great for blending out colors in the crease. and you need them. These brushes right here are great for blending out colors if you are doing a cut crease. So why I like these so much is because these are so precise when it comes to cut creases, because when you're doing a cut crease, you don't want the color to go too high, but you still want to blend it out, you know, if you're gonna make the colors look gradient. So the first one is the Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. So if I'm doing a cut crease and I'm laying the colors, I like to use this one because it's so precise and small. So it's perfect for just blending out the colors for a cut crease. Same goes with this one. If you want the colors to blend out like super quickly and you want them to spread out super nicely, I recommend using the Morphe M443, which is another super popular brush in the makeup industry. And also is the Luxie 227, which I think is literally like a dupe for the Morphe one, because both of them are flat from right here and then the bristles go to the top. And then of course is the Luxie 225. This is the brow highlight brush, but I like to use it for my cut creases. I like to use this one to set the color, and then I like to go in with these to like buff it out. This one is great for cut creases because it's so flat, so you can literally like pack on the shadow like this and then go in with these to blend it. Okay, so now to cut the crease, these are my top 3 brushes that I like to use to cut my crease. So I like to use this angled brush, which is the Anastasia A15, just because it's so small and the bristles are so hard. So everybody always asks me how I get such a sharp cut crease, and it's because I highly recommend you use a lot of concealer and then cutting it out with a super precise brush. So like this one is great for cutting the crease. Also is the Morphe M508. Not only is this one good for cutting the crease, but I like to use this one for my inner corner, my brow bone highlight, my nose highlight. It's honestly such a great brush. And if you want a super cheap one, this is the Wet n Wild. Oh, it doesn't have a name, but this is the flat one. I love using this one to pack on the glitter or to cut my cut crease, all that good stuff. These are great for cutting the crease. When applying shimmer shades, I know it can be like super hard to pack on the color and still have it show its true colors. So these are my top shimmer shading brushes. I don't even know how you say that, shader brushes? Not sure. I love all of these brushes to apply shimmer shades because as you guys see, none of the bristles like spread out. So these are great if you're doing like a half cut crease and you want to apply shimmer shade and be super precise. These are all awesome. This is the Anastasia A2, the Dose of Colors concealer brush, but like I said, I like to use this one to pack on shimmer shades, and the Makeup Shack T16 brush. I find that this one applies matte shades the best. So let's say you're doing like a smoky eye and then you want to apply the shade, I definitely recommend this one, and then these two for like shimmery shade. Next up are brushes for the bottom lash line. So I know it can be difficult to like buff out the colors on the lower lash line and make it look super nice. So my favorite one is the Sigma Short Shader E20 brush. This one is perfect for putting colors under the lash line. You guys see it's not too big, it's not too fluffy, it's perfect. It blends them out super great. This is the Sigma L06 in the Zoeva 310, which like I said, these are perfect for putting shade super close to your waterline or even putting it on top of your eyeliner so it doesn't smear. That's actually a really good trick that I've never told you guys about, is if you struggle with your eyeliner smearing or like smudging all the time, I definitely recommend getting one of these, because if you guys can see, this brush is like super tiny and precise, so it's perfect for patting on eyeshadow on your waterline or getting super close to it. So yeah, so my favorite brush to cut my eyebrows, or not cut them but like clean them, is this one right here. You guys, this is just like, it's such a good brush. This is from my Vanity Planet. If you guys didn't know, they do have a whole set of brushes and I use every single one of those brushes literally for different occasions. I even use one of them to apply my Muddy Body mask when I can't find like the original little one. I use the foundation brush that comes with it because I don't know, that's the only brush I know that applies any mask super well. But this is their angled brush. The brush is originally $100 I think, but with my code you get 70% off, so you only get the brush set for $30. So moving on to brow bone highlight, these two are my must haves. This is the Sigma E04. This one just tugs perfectly under the eyebrow. Like I said, this one's perfect for your nose, you know, just to highlight it. And this one, sadly, it has no brand name. One of my cousins gave me this brush like back then when I was little and I would like to play with her makeup. She was like, just keep it. And I have no idea what brand it is. I know that she got it like at the Family Dollar or something like that. It's super cheap. She probably bought it for like 99 cents. But I love it for my nose highlight and going down the bridge of my nose. But like I said, this one is also super great. Moving on to lips, this is the only brush I will ever use for my lips. I never really used lip brushes until I got my lip injections, and I found this one just to be great because I kind of struggled finding like my new shape and all that. So this one is just an awesome lip liner brush. I just like to use it like this and then go under here. It just leaves your lips looking super precise because I know applying like just straight on lipstick can be super hard. So what I like to do is I like to line my lips and then I go in with this one and kind of clean them up, and then I like to fill them in because it just makes everything super easy. It's like a coloring book, you know, like the coloring books have the outlines for a reason. So if you don't line your lips before your lipstick, trust me, it will help you way more and your lips will come out looking super, super nice. Moving on to eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner pencil. So a lot of people ask me like, do you have an eyeliner pencil that's your favorite? And I would always be like, no. I would always use the one that would come with the clay paint from Tarte. But then I discovered this one, and this one is just heavenly, literally. If you've been looking for a brush to have a super sharp eyeliner to cut a bitch, then this is the one for you. Of course, these aren't brushes, but what girl doesn't have a beauty blender? I love the Real Techniques ones way better than the original beauty blender, just because, I don't know, these tear up so easily and these are way cheaper than the original beauty blender to begin with, and it's just perfect. I like to use this side for my concealer and then this side for my foundation. And if you guys didn't know, you do have to wet your beauty blender before. I was that one girl that would use a beauty blender dry. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. But yeah, you have to damp it and it gets like 2 times bigger, and it's just great for buffing out your foundation. If you don't like brushes, then I do recommend this one. Or if you have acne or stuff like that, you don't want to use brushes because you're scared that it's gonna like spread your acne, then I recommend getting the Real Techniques beauty sponge. So that is it for my must-have brushes. I hope you guys liked this video and it was super helpful. If you guys have any suggestions of what your favorite brushes are and you think I should try them out, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I would love to check them out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!